Hi, good evening, folks. So, I'm back with another podcast which I've specifically started to, train and motivate the freshers in the sales and marketing department, in the sales and marketing job which they have chosen as their career option. And in my last video, about my last video, in fact, I did like to thank a lot of people who have really admired that, and they have put their valuable comments, and they have posted, they have shared it, and they have also gained some valuable insights about sales and marketing. And I think this will help those fresher candidates who are pursuing sales and marketing as their career options and have just started it. I think this is very important for them to understand the hurdles which the sales and marketing has in store for them, and how to abide by their principles of sales, and to never give up, and to set a target which is different and higher from the target which the company has set for themselves for their own growth and upliftment in this field. And I think they'll do a great job with ease. Now, today's podcast is all about two other features in sales. To be honest, it's not a feature. It's basically a discussion which has really been into the social media platform of the professionals network a lot, and people have kept on debating, kept on, interacting about these things, and they have posted, they have got comments, they have got feedbacks. I have seen people fighting over this. But I thought, let's bring the reality out. It's not about a debate or an argument, but let's bring the reality behind this and expose it in front of you people, so that it's not only about the freshers but also the experienced people in sales who will be able to understand how relevant those things are. So, the first topic which I did like to put forward in this video, and I have been, countering a lot of debates, a lot of interactions around this topic, is the importance of two-liner emails in a business communication. Let's talk about this, and let's try to find out the reality. A lot of people say that two-liner emails are useful, it has a higher response rate, the clients tend to respond in a two-liner emails, and and then the interaction happens better. On the counterpart, a lot of people say that two-liner emails are not that much effective, it's just an extra effort needed to convert something, and so on and so on. To be really and brutally honest, I feel two-liner emails are just an extra effort to be put instead of making certain things simple. Two-liner email doesn't simplify anything. It just increases your efforts towards something which you could have done in a simple manner, saving your time. So let's give a very straight example. I have been working with brands, I have been working with mid-sized companies, I have been into the IT business for some really long time, and I have been communicating with clients all across the globe. A two-liner emails is basically in this format. Hi, I'm XYZ from this company, and I did like to discuss with you on something which is useful to you or which is beneficial to you. Please let me know a convenient time to connect. Regards, your signature. Another example could be, hi, this is XYZ from this company, and I have a business proposal and a value proposition for you which could allow you to save 50% of your cost and also give you a better quality of work. Please connect to understand. Or please let me know if we can discuss this in details. Regards, your signature. Now, normally in these cases, the response which you get from the client is, hi, please let me know what would you like to talk about before we schedule a call. And then you send them the email, which is the basic, email pattern which you're forwarding to your clients on behalf of your company, which is a big email, a large email. which consists of multiple paragraphs. And then if the client is interested, they say, yes, let's talk about it. If they are not, then they deny it or they don't respond to your email. I think a two-liner email is nothing but a wastage of time and effort. Instead of that, now if I say that two-liner emails are not effective and it consumes extra effort, I'm not for the fact that you should send the long email pattern, which is the generic email pattern in all the companies which you have, to send it across at the very first time. Instead of two-liner emails, I think one paragraph is good. So normally when we connect with clients over LinkedIn or any other social platform, we need to brief the email. So it's not possible for you to text your prospect over LinkedIn the entire email pattern, which is a huge one, and send it to them. Because personally speaking, if I receive a lot of sales email, they're trying to sell office spaces, they're trying to sell CRM solutions, they're trying to sell database management, a lot of other things. And I've seen people sending me huge and long emails. And I really get bored of those emails. I don't even open them up. I feel sorry, I'm being brutally honest about it, but I don't feel like reading. But when I receive a short email, even if it's not something which I need, but I'm really interested to read that, but not that a small email. I need to connect with you, please let me know when we can call you. No, I don't have that much of time, to be very honest. And people with whom we are connecting in sales, they are the decision makers who have ample of work to do. So they are not here to chit chat with you. Very honest. Feedback about this. So I think a 5-6 liner email wherein you can just brief about your company and credibilities in 3-4 lines. Hi, this is XYZ from this company, and we have this and this credibilities, these credentials, we have done this job. Just brief it and shorten it to 3-4 lines. In the last line, you can ask the prospect to connect with you, to know more about your company and how can your company help the business out through quality, through saving time, and through cost, of course. So I think 2-liner emails and a huge email pattern at the very beginning is just not a good idea. Instead of that, if you can just send a paragraph of 5-6 lines, which hardly takes 10 to 12 seconds to read, and the prospect has some idea of what you are looking forward to talk to them, and also at the same time you don't share all the information of your company, so that when the prospect prefers to come over a call, your verbal communication, which has been a very important subject in PGDM and BBA MBA, communication skills, this is very important for all business. The better you communicate verbally along with body language and other stuffs, voice modulation, the more you are able to connect. So never think a 2-liner email will really be good. I have tried this for 2 years now, 2-liner emails, and trust me, my success rate has been negative. I won't even say zero, it has gone to negative. They don't have that much of time. The prospect is not my friend that I can just mail him, I need to talk to you. Let's come over a conference call, let me know when it's suitable. They're not our friends. They're the busiest person. So we need to give them some insight, basic insight in just 4-5 lines would create an understanding of the company and the reason why we need to talk to them. And then the response rate will, amplify our further steps, through which the effort which you have spent in the 2-liner email is saved, and also the huge large emails which you send at the very beginning has no relevance. So let's not depend on 2-liner emails, and let's focus on a paragraph email or 5-6 liner emails, so that the prospect has got the idea and the time is saved and you can get the response rate as well. So this is one very important factor. I did like to have your observations, your feedback too, but This is through my experience, and I believe it's very much practical to know about this two-liner email, which is completely a farce today. The second aspect which I have seen people talking about is social selling against traditional selling. Okay, what's traditional selling? It's cold email, cold call, cold approach, everything which is done cold. Social selling is we create a brand image of the company and then we try to get the sales through social media platforms, through campaigning, through paid campaigns, through non-paid campaigns, through pay-per-click, through search engine optimization, to increasing the page rank and all those stuffs. Okay, now the debate recently has been that social selling, which will completely replicate traditional way of selling, and people feel that the young generation today are more into social media. They like connecting over social media and they like to create wonders through social media, and then the traditional way of selling diminishes and gets completely abolished. See, you need to understand the synergy between traditional way of selling and social selling, right? Social selling is something that might generate you a lead, but social selling will not give you that much of closure until and unless you call up the client, you drop an email, you try to reach him out personally, you becoming the face of your company. Every person needs a face. So today I'll just give you an example. You prefer to put RO in your room and you need to get the RO serviced, right? Also, you might have an AC in your room and you need to get the AC serviced. Instead of calling the company all the time, you would definitely prefer to have one person in your contact list who belongs to that company, and every time you have a problem, that person becomes your contact person. You don't want to call the company and then the IVR comes and then someone receives and then you ask them to connect the call and someone else receives. No one likes that. Be it AC, be it RO, be it fridge, be it the internet connection. We always want one person to be the face of the company for us. For any problem, any services, any issues, any new plans, we did like to connect with that particular person. The same thing is being expected by our client. So the steps for social selling goes like: you do a LinkedIn campaign, you do a Twitter campaign, you do a Facebook campaign, you do an Instagram campaign, you do a Snapchat campaign, you do a YouTube campaign, right? And then after that, you prefer promoting those campaigns through paying some amount and then increasing the page rank. So whenever our target list or the prospects or the segment audience logs into the social media website, they are able to their account, they are able to view our company, and our company either pops up or might be it comes as an option towards the services which we provide, and the client might require the same. So we have got the visibility through everything. Search engine optimization, you might go to digital agencies and tell them to do a setup kind of thing for your company, so that every time the website URL of your company gets clicked, the company needs to pay to that platform some amount, which is pay per click, or search engine optimization, or increasing the Google page rank, the Google search engine basically. These all factors will just lead to the brand visibility of your company. The person has known, the person knows that if the company needs something, your company is one of the options that can be approached. So let's not make it a sentence that social selling will replicate traditional way of selling. Rather, let's rephrase the system that social selling will catalyze traditional way of selling, because traditional way of selling never gets abolished, neither it gets diminished. And social selling, being so much in trend these days, will definitely act as a big catalyzing factor to traditional selling, and both of them in the long run and in the future will create wonders. So let's focus on both of them and let's integrate both of them and work for creating better sales and marketing. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I did like you to share this video with as much people possible, especially with those people who are just freshers and who has just started or planning to start their career pursuing sales and marketing, since I believe sharing it more with them will serve the purpose which I'm trying to, cater to. Thank you, and I'm signing off. Goodbye.